Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some interesting PlayStation news. So the first thing I wanted to talk about in this video has to do with the upcoming Knights of the Old Republic remake, because we now know that the game has been delayed indefinitely, so we don't know when this game is coming out. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think we ever got a release date or even like a release window. Maybe it was sometime in 2023, but it has now been delayed indefinitely, so whenever they were initially expecting to launch this game, hopefully it's only been delayed by like maybe a couple months, but who knows, it might be pushed back up to a year, maybe even longer, because it's been delayed indefinitely. And the same thing happened with The Last of Us Part 2, and we didn't know when that game was coming out because it got delayed indefinitely, and thankfully it only got pushed back 3 weeks. So I'm hoping and praying that the same thing happens with the Kotor remake, because even though I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars, I've recently watched the movies and I played through Jedi Fallen Order, and that was a pretty good game. So, and I've heard a lot of good things about Kotor, that it's one of the best Star Wars games ever made, and it also apparently has one of the best stories in Star Wars ever. So I am very excited to play this, and apparently one of the biggest reasons why is because apparently one of the game's designers and the art director got fired from Aspire, which they're making this game, and so apparently they're putting everything on pause until they try and, I guess, replace those two or just whatever, because apparently they're also having financial issues, which that does suck. I mean, I don't think this game's going to get canceled. I fully expect this to come out at some point. I've heard talks that maybe it'll get handed off to someone else to make this game, and I don't really know if I believe that, but I do feel like in the least this game will get made, and hopefully it'll come sooner rather than later, because hopefully it doesn't get pushed back like a year and a half, because that would really suck. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know your thoughts on, it's being reported that the KOTOR remake is being delayed indefinitely. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in this video is regarding the new leaks around GTA 6, because this is coming from Bloomberg and more specifically Jason Schreier. So these leaks are probably most likely true, because Jason Schreier is very, very reliable. He was the one who leaked The Last of Us remake back in 2019 or 2020, and he's just been very reliable for a while now. So pretty much there's two main takeaways that Jason broke the news on, and that the first thing I want to talk about a little bit is regarding how apparently either the main character or one of the main characters is going to be a female, so we'll be playing as a female in GTA 6, and so a lot of people online are very upset because, oh, we got to play as a female. And I mean, I just think that's really stupid. When it comes to me, I don't care if we play as a female or a male, as long as it's a well-written character. I don't care what's between their legs, like that shouldn't matter. Yeah, I mean, literally everything that comes with GTA 6 is going to be scrutinized and be put under a microscope, like more than any other game of all time, because whenever this game does come out, it's probably going to break every single like opening like 3-day, 4-day sales record of any game of all time, even more than probably GTA 5, and so I just don't see why people are upset with, having to play as a female if this ends up being true. I just feel like at the end of the day, as long as it's a well-written character, because, there are a lot of great female characters like Ellie and Abby and Tess and Marlene from The Last of Us, and Nadine and Chloe and Elena from Uncharted, and people like Aloy from Horizon. Like, there are very well-written, awesome female characters that you play as. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. And also, the other thing I want to talk about when it comes to the leaks for GTA 6 is that apparently Rockstar is going to be holding back on the edgy humor, so they're going to be heading towards more of like a politically correct path, instead of telling like those edgy, crude jokes that GTA is known for. And me personally, I don't agree with that. I feel like Like, it's not the main thing when I think of GTA in general, but it is one of the core like DNA aspects of this franchise, is that it has to have like those crude jokes and the edgy humor. Like, to me, that's a big thing that makes GTA, you know? Like, of course, like even in like GTA 5, the story is really good, but it's also like the characters, and those characters say some pretty crazy things, and I feel like that's like a necessity. I'm not saying it's got to be like absolutely terrible jokes or anything like that, but like they shouldn't hold back. I get why they would want to do that, to try and cater to as many people as possible, but at the same time, they need to stick to what makes them Rockstar, like even in stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2, like there's jokes and stuff in that game, and I just feel like that's part of who GTA is as a franchise. So if you take that away, like what separates GTA from like another random open world game, like it's the jokes and like the crude humor. So yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, I just hope that, assuming these leaks are true, as far as the first one, when it comes to the female character, I don't care at all, as long as it's a well-written character. And then when it comes to them cutting back and holding off on the crude jokes and edgy humor, I feel like that is a very bad idea. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, as of right now, I am excited for GTA 6, but part of me, like I'm holding back my, not expectations, because I have extremely high expectations, just like everyone else, and that's also Rockstar's fault because they've taken so long to release this game, but also I don't really know what to expect, and like the only thing that I'm really concerned about, and for those of you who've been watching me for a while, even though I haven't talked about GTA 6 that often, but whenever I do, the major thing that I always bring up is like, the only concern I have with this game is that, if they start removing like the edgy jokes, like that's my biggest concern, not the story or the location. I don't really care about that. Well, I care about the story, but you guys know what I mean. And so yeah, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, maybe we'll get like an actual trailer sometime this year. And I also heard that apparently there were some sources saying that this game is going to release between like April of next year and March of 2024. And like, I'm telling you right now, the earliest this game will come out is the end of next year. And I feel like even that's too early. So I feel like maybe like the first half of 2024, but maybe even like 2025, but we'll see. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know your thoughts on these new leaks for GTA 6. Do you believe them? And if you do, how do you feel about playing as potentially a female main character? And also let me know how you would feel if apparently they started to remove the edgy humor. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, drop it a like and hit the subscribe button by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.